Hey, welcome to another day in the life of TLE. Wanted to update you on some very recent news. Um, I just received a call from my new doctor, and he called me to tell me the results of the PET scan that I had this week. What he said was that something is showing up in the PET scan in my spleen area, and that he wants to put me on 2 more cycles of a different chemo because the last one that I was taking caused quite a bit of neuropathy. So we don't want to do that one again. So he's suggesting that we steer away from biopsies because it's hard to biopsy a spleen, is what he said. So he just wants to go ahead and do, again, the new treatment. And then I'm also scheduled to see, what is it called? The pulmonologist next week. I'm a little out of it because I'm still processing that news. But, so I'm seeing the pulmonologist next week as well. He wants to know what she suggests for treating my lungs because that's still an issue. And so at this point, he's saying that after a couple of cycles of treatment, then we could possibly do the transplant in July. I think if this had been my first run or second run with all of this and, having to deal with reoccurrences of new treatments, I would probably be excited, like, oh, I get to go forward and, things are looking pretty good or whatever the case may be. But because it's not, and because I've had now about 15 months of unpredictable things happening, and just a lot of setbacks, I am pacing myself, and I don't have any great hopes or expectations at this moment. So it sounds good, in a perfect world, or, during a perfect regimen of chemo, it would be nice to be able to just do a couple of months of chemo and then go into transplant. But considering the fact that I've been waiting since last August to do a transplant, and I've been through a couple of chemo since August as well, I don't have that thought or outlook at this moment. I am feeling a little sad. I'm sad because no one wants to hear that news. I'm sad because getting back to a place of normalcy seems really I don't know, it just seems like I don't even know when to expect that to happen or if it will ever happen. It would be nice, if it did happen sometime soon this year, this month, I don't know. But yeah, so definitely not doing a transplant in a month and a half, like the doctor was saying. I didn't necessarily believe that we were, just because of what I've been through, and I'm learning not to get my hopes up high through all of this. I am concerned about going and starting new treatment without doing a biopsy and being sure of what he sees in the PET scan. I'm also concerned about my body and how it will react to this new chemo. I feel like my body is going through a lot of changes, and the neuropathy is really, really kicking in and doing its thing, and so I'm leery about starting a new treatment, as well as I would like to go into a transplant if that's ever going to happen, feeling as strong as possible, or as healthy as possible. And I feel like the more treatment I take, the more it's breaking my body down, and so that concerns me. Yeah, so I'm just very recently getting this news, and I'm very affected by the news, and I think a hug and someone to talk to would be nice right about now, but that's not going to happen. So, talking to my computer screen right now. So, in other news, I'm going to a conference with LLS Society tomorrow. My doctor is actually doing a presentation, and I think that will be a good idea to just be around people who are going through the same thing, or have been through, or knows the struggle. So I'm going to end this because I'm feeling a bit emotional, and I don't want to go there right now. But yeah, so that's the recent news. And I will keep you guys updated. I feel like I need to say something encouraging, because I want to try to say something encouraging in each video. I guess I would say that in the midst of all of this, in the midst of the ride that I've had over the last 14, 15 months, I'm grateful that I am in the place that I am, even though it's not the place that I want to be. And that, by that I mean physically, mentally, and emotionally. It could be a lot worse, so I am grateful for that, and I'm grateful for really good people, and people with positive messages, and offering prayers, support, whatever means or whatever it is that they're offering. I'm grateful for that, and I feel really fortunate for a variety of reasons, and yeah. So I don't know where this ride is going to take me, but I am too far. I guess, I'm in a place in the journey where I've came too far, and yeah, so I gotta ride it out, and I don't know, what lies ahead of me, and I just hope and pray that, I have strength to get through it, wisdom on how to do it, and people that would support me while I go through it. That's my prayer. And so the positive thing that I would say that if you find yourself in this place, a good thing to do is just kind of get it out and not hold it in, because previously that's what I was doing. So now I'm just like getting it out there so that I can process it sooner, and deal with it and accept it and all that good stuff, and think over it and everything else that I need to do to feel okay. So that would be the positive thing that I would try to say to someone else that may be experiencing this. And the human side of me, yeah, I'm definitely affected, and that's a normal reaction. I don't want to appear, or I don't want to pretend like that's not a normal thing, or that I'm not bothered, because I am. But yeah. So again, I'm going to end this, and until next time, thank you.